From making big-time buckets,
Clark has space, he's gonna let it fly, and she's gonna connect!
to dishing out eye-popping assists,
That one who couldn't finish, behind the back again for Clark, give her another assist in transition!
these are the greatest plays of Caitlin Clark this season.
Wheeler finds Clark from the logo.
Now, to kick things off with a bang, why don't we revisit the time when CC shook her defender out of her socks with this shifty behind the back.
Surging in this third quarter. Behind the back, Clark.
So after bursting to the right, Caitlin switches gears in a flash and then attacks the rim for a smooth finish. Man, that's what you call poetry in motion. And the same thing can be said for the ridiculously insane pass she pulled against the Seattle Storm while running on the break.
Tremendous move, but we are tied right now. Clark to Samuelson, and there is...
I mean, right after clearing the board, Cece quickly races to the other end. And when she sees Samuelson leaking out, Caitlin whips a bounce pass in transition, which hits right on the money. Well, speaking of money, here's the female Chef Curry cashing it in all the way from another planet.
Look at the tie last year's winning record.
Clark from way downtown.
Damn, a logo 3 with a hand on her face? That's just unfair.
Roof up.
But playing at UConn, she is used to all of this. Oh, Caitlin Clark.
Now, in one of their matchups against the Minnesota Lynx, Cece also pulled some magical stuff like that. I mean, just check out this sick dime on top of heavy pressure.
Good length on the perimeter on Caleb. That is a tough pass. And somehow she got it in.
Despite the smothering defense, Caitlin finds a way to sneak the rock inside for the easy 2. Like, that's just pure vision and skill. Anyway, since we're talking about her skills, now it's the perfect time to showcase this play where he grilled the Mercury's defense using her steady handles.
Clark working on Cunningham, gets inside, Clark gets it to go!
I mean, behind the back, between the legs, that's a Kyrie-esque type of move right there. And because we brought up the ball-handling wizard in the conversation, I'm pretty sure that Kyrie would give Cece his stamp of approval, especially when Caitlin is pulling stuff like this out of thin air.
It's a big night here for Cunningham. She does a good job stepping in when she needs to.
Clark, she's putting up.
So, in case you didn't notice, the lady wearing 22 just pulled a sham god from her deep bag, as if she's just ballin' in Rucker Park. Now, aside from doing her defenders dirty like that, Caitlin is also capable of destroying them in a more subtle way, like when she's flinging tough passes such as this one.
And they have been doing a great job of putting Indiana in rotation. Nice pass inside from...
See, all Caitlin needs is a little bit of an angle to locate her target with pinpoint precision.
Clark wants to play faster. Oh, she finds a cutting Boston and the vision from...
And as amazing as that play was, it still pales in comparison to this next play, where Caitlin forced Bridget Carlton to clean up the aisle.
Clark.
I mean, that ankle breaker was just borderline criminal, to the extent that it should have been banned, just like this bounce pass right here.
At the 4.
Clark bounce pass it, Smith again.
Once again, Caitlin shows her elite playmaking and vision in the half-court set with that gorgeous dime. But see, Cece is not just all about flashy passes and making tough baskets, because there are times that she can impact the game with her defense too.
Turns, ducks in, back Bentley stays with her, blocked from behind. That push, cross-court pass. Pull, back to Clark, she will launch and bury a 3.
So after swatting away the shot, Cece fires and swishes the long bomb to prove that she's far beyond a one-trick pony.
Shooting 29% from 3, gets blocked by Clark. She's got 14 blocks in her WNBA career, and it ends with...
And speaking of her two-way tendencies, here's Caitlin once again dealing damage on both ends of the floor against the Los Angeles Sparks.
And Mitchell knocks that one away. Here comes Clark going the other way. Clark going behind the back. Oh, it's...
From picking pockets on the other end to capping it off with a nice no-look dime on the break, I mean, is there anything that this badass lady boss cannot do? And even though it looks like she's about to turn the ball over, Caitlin can turn a bad play into a bucket, simply because she's that darn good.
Picked up now by Dee Richards as she's into the ball game. Richards on the floor. Clark, the step back three just below the low.
After the ball was poked away, Cece made things even more challenging by drilling a step back three while her defender was closing out on her. Like, that was just crazy. And speaking of crazy plays, let's check out this wild pass versus the sky that made the crowd go bananas.
Bentley tips it away and off and running. Caitlin Clark wins the pass, threads the needle.
On the break, Caitlin just threads the needle right there with a slick feed to Bentley, who then converted the and one. See, if she sees a body leaking out or sneaking behind the defense, Caitlin will surely serve up those guys for simply rim running. I mean, just take the case of Christy Wallace on this play.
What a pass. And Wallace.
Without any ounce of hesitation, CC just lasers one in right before the defense gets set up. And as long as you have good hands, Caitlin will deliver the package on time and on target, 9 times out of 10.
0-4 from the floor. Clark, good feed inside. It's Samuelson.
And since we can't get enough of her throwing sick dimes, how about I treat you with another behind-the-back special in transition?
Samuelson, nice pass there to Clark. Clark behind the back. Oh, it's Smith with the finish. Brilliant.
Damn, Cece has definitely got eyes on the back of her head when she's dishing the rock like that. But see, aside from creating scoring opportunities for her teammates, Caitlin is also good at creating separation before getting her shots up.
Clark working on Van Loo. Oh, Clark, pretty step back, hits a three.
I mean, three-pointers become layups for Caitlin if you give her that much daylight. And if she's not using her hands to fend people off, Cece has the footwork to make some room and airspace before stroking it from deep.
The first quarter, Caitlin Clark pulls it back, knocks it down, her third.
Man, that step back looks tight and neat. And speaking of her footwork, why don't we cap things off where Caitlin smoked her former teammate using her handles.
And look, there is no question that the paint is a completely different story as Clark just went right by her former team.
That nasty dribble combo put Celeste Taylor in a whirlwind of trouble, and she got lost in the shuffle when Caitlin started to shuffle. And there you have it, folks. If you enjoyed this vid, please smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe so you won't be out of the loop when the next video pops. And until then, thanks for watching, and catch you guys next time.
On a fast break opportunity and a no contact play. Clark hangs and gets the and one.